talk first? With you?
I talk first.
When I tell you to go,
Yeah.
say your name
Yeah.
and your portfolio here, right?
Good morning, everyone here. I'm with few weeks here at the City of Chicharo. With me, I have to my extreme right, Goodell Mitchell, one of our trustees, chairman of the band, Mr. Wayne Colaya. To my left, we have all nights our representative from Jamaica South Central Region, and Mr. Ivor Robinson, one of our community members of Steelband. The purpose of this news conference today is to really highlight problems that we at Hatters are suffering as a result of several things that are happening around here. Particularly with the redevelopment of the waterfront project, we were forced to give up a major part of the Panyard, and as a result of that, it has been, because of where the roundabout falls, it is now unsafe for us to have rehearsals, do anything here, so that we cannot function as a steel band now that the bands are back in operation or back to being functional. That being said, because of all those things, what we started to see, and I will show the media sometime, is that a lot of our equipment is being vandalized, but more importantly, we are losing items. Only day before yesterday, we had to call in the Southern Police because we lost the room where we keep our tenors and frontline pans and other instruments was broken into, and several things sold. Tenor pans, double tenors, seconds, we lost some nuclear congas. We had chairs that if we have a little function within the band, or rather than standing, you can sit on. We lost about 20 of those chairs. We had material that when we're going to redo our Raxford panorama in 2022, God willing, COVID being out of the way, we lost that material. We had boards that we could floor the float, and all of that. A lot of stuff has been stolen, and as a result of all of that, we felt it necessary to bring this matter to the attention of the authorities, number one, and to the public, and to our members who believe that maybe we are not seeing the bigger picture to have the band restarted. The situation is, as you all will see, it is just untenable for us to operate in a crisis situation. We had to cut off the electricity because the electrical items were stolen. Balusters, we lost those for the steps, we lost some window frames, everything. We lost a gate that we had planned to, redo the entrance to the Panyard. Lots of things have been happening here, and we believe that now is the ideal time for us to bring the media in and get some kind of public recognition for what is happening here. It is really tough and difficult for us to operate here. Okay.
So, okay, why you are like that? So what do you all want done? What do you all done? What do you all want? What do you all proposing?
The first thing is to get, now, when this project, the redevelopment project started, we had some discussions.
How long ago?
Well, since a year ago, and we were promised that as a temporary measure, we will be relocated to the Ministry of Works compound obliquely opposite the Panyard here. And we had to wait until they remove all the equipment that they had there. So we have been monitoring the movement of that. So that was the promise, that we would be relocated, and we were working alongside that so that, okay, this is development for San Fernando, and Mr. Tutsi will know that I born and grew on Independence Avenue, a little stone's throw away from here, so I know this place inside out, and that is what we were working on, and we operated in good faith we took the word, and you know your word is your bond. We took the word of the people that we spoke with.
And that's who?
Okay, we spoke with a representative from Unicot on the phone. We had discussion with people from the Ministry of Transport, Pure Division. They were the first people on the scene here. And Mr. Terence Bipart is the project manager for this whole project here. He came here. They came with their people who would have taken a lot of photographs, and they made promises that because of where the roundabout, the closeness to this existing facility, it is unsafe for us to be here, and that a new state-of-the-art vineyard, in his own words, will be constructed, and this facility that we hatters, out of years of struggle, pain and sacrifice, built this structure that we see here, that they said will be demolished, but all of that will be dependent on how quickly the residents from behind the vineyard can be relocated. So that is the basis of why all of this is happening here.
Now you did mention that that you all promised that you all will be relocated.
Yes.
Is it that by the Works Department that exactly where you will be relocated? Is it at the Works?
Yeah, Ministry of Works
And for how long, and where will you all be going after that housing there soon?
Well.
And how long have Hatters been at this location?
Okay.
Kind of order that they want to put some right.
Okay, good. We were promised that until the new structure here is completed, we would have been relocated to that temporary facility at the Ministry of Works compound. To answer your second part of the question, Hatters Steel Orchestra has been on this site since 1977. We have been here. Ivan, as a Broadway man, yourself, you will know how long we've been here. So this is not a new place for us. We have had all the struggles, all the discomfort, all the pain, and I wouldn't want to remind people of the names that they used to call the band whilst we were here. So all of that would have been what we went through to get to this point where we believe that we were really making some progress. And I must say here that 2020 was what we call a rebuilding, a restructuring, and a breakout year, because we hadn't been to a national semi-final for years. We did that in 2020. We only made it to the semi-final round. But more importantly, we were on the road for Carnival first time in maybe 15 years. So a lot of things have been happening, and at this point I want to commend our young arranger, Mr. Herbert Jr., who did most of the work for the band for Carnival, and also the music that we did on the road. He was the man responsible for getting the band out of the road for a long time.
If you one last final question, so you say you'll be relocated over there. How long will you be relocated to, and where would you all be going after that relocation?
Well,
what was proposed to you all?
What was promised is that we will remain there until this facility for us here is completed. The new facility. No, we didn't get a time frame, but the promise was as soon as the Ministry of Works clear out all the equipment, office material and all of that has been taken out from that, then we will be free to go over there. That's what, and if you go to that compound now, some of our road racks and what we use for panorama has already been stored there, and they have been there since April of 2020. You know?
And just give me an idea of the areas in which the facility here have been done. Like
and tell us what kind of losses you had.
Okay.
Value dollars and cents.
Okay, I think I'll let Mr. Mitchell, one of the trustees, Mr. Mitchell will answer that.
Just
one second.
Just hold on, eh?
You want it to change?
No, the name, man. Let's start the name.
I'm Odell Mitchell. I'm the trustee of Steel Orchestra. for the past few months, we have been having a problem here with break-ins, right? Over the period of time of the pandemic, we noticed that from time to time, things been being break-in and vandalized and thief, and the last incident was the canyon, right, where we lost pan, we lost chairs, we lost cooler, we lost a drum set, we lost our congas, right, we lost a pair of tables, plus the mashup, a few electrical things like we had a TV in there, we had a DVD player in there, we had the fridge, mashup, radio, you understand, and these kind of things, you understand. The washroom mashup, upstairs mashup, when we cut this area, when we stand over, this whole place mashup, we take the electrical system, and the cutting of the racks to sell.
That's in a ballpark. What kind of losses? How much? How much losses? You got to have dollars and cents.
Well, we saying it's about 300,000 in losses, maybe more.
And
you understand?
the other question, why you think they breaking and stole, but they destroyed the damage, the property? Why is it the destruction?
Okay, over the years we don't have any of this problem, right? But it gets worse because the place not safe, nobody can really be here, right? Nobody in authority put nothing in place like a watchman first, right? They put that, so it's like the place open for anybody to come in now. So if they come in, we don't have nobody here when the night come. So they come in and they're doing what they want. No electrical, the one with that, so nobody to see what's going on. So
this last phase of destruction, this would have happened how long ago, roughly?
This happened last week, between last week and this week. The upstairs breaking last week and this week here, we realized that, I think it's Wednesday, we realized that there was a mayor Wednesday, and then the police and the police was here. Right?
So a full report was made?
Yeah, a full report was made. And we come here yesterday to make sure all of the laws and things like this.
So now that this has happened and you realize what is with, right? There are still things out there to deal with. What is the next move?
Well, this is one of the first moves we've taken as a band to let the public know and let the people in authority know that we are under real strain down here, we're getting real pressure down here with all what's happening, and we just want them to give us a hearing because we've been sending letters time after time after time and not getting any response. So we figured this is the way to go now for them to come at us here now to hear some kind of things from them.
Do you have anywhere else to store the stuff that we see out in the open here?
Basically, we try, that is why we're doing this. So they could come to us, so we could get an understanding of that. If we had to go over there, we could get somewhere for we to put our stuff by the time, because while we see the condition around here.
You feel that they're giving you all they're putting you all up there and just sort of cut you down and give you all like the wilderness?
Well, I hope that is not the case. I hope that is not the case. Right? Because I hope they know that after this band is off now, this champion existing right now. Right? And we basically we band in San Fernando, let's say right now. We need to band
Are you concerned that the looters would strike again? Because I'm seeing a lot of pans outside, racks. There's a lot of things out here that is not secure. You think they will or they
I think
strike?
if we don't get some kind of assurance from the authorities to move these things from here, between now and the month, we might have nothing here the next time we come back here.
Have you all contacted the MP about the situation?
Our chairman has been going to that office from time to time, MP office, job letter he's been doing.
Have you all gotten any responses today?
The chairman will have to answer that. Right?
Let's go get the punch and they go, man. For the record, tell us your name and your portfolio here, please.
My name is Royal Knights, trustee of the South Central Region of Pontevedra. My position here this morning is that I hope that the powers that be, everything in the power after this, what I see here this morning in regards to the breaking in and all the stuff that the ban was, I hope that we get a real quick fix on this so that the ban could be in a better position to save our national interest. That is my position and what is taking place here. I hope that Mr. Weeks and other members of the executive, I feel real sad for them. And once again, I want to say that I hope that the powers that be, with everything in the power to help this ban out, it is very effective.
And
What kind of blow is it to the faculty of the Trinbago?
It's devastating in that the bands don't get nothing easy. And when you have this kind of thing taking place, it is very, it is hard. It is hard. It is difficult. And I hope that, as I say, that we will see some kind of movements take place with this.
And how is the body of Trinbago going to help hatters in this situation?
What I would do, I would have to take it to my executive on Monday. I'll have to talk to them and we would see what we can do with regards to, talking to somebody. Try and see how quick this ban could move from here, because this is, as I speak here right now, there are a group of fellows over there and they're very, very sarcastic. And getting on and it's difficult. So I hope that the ban will get something very soon.
I think that's it.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Polaya, the chairman of the bank.
Okay, so I have your name and your portfolio.
My name is Wayne Polaya. I'm the chairman of Hatters Steel Orchestra. Well, Mr. Mitchell and Mr. Weeks already explained what is happening around here. However, just to let you know, and to reiterate, we were in contact with Mr. Bipat from the Unicut, and he did a site visit to us some time ago, almost a year ago, with regards to where the Panyard will be relocated and reconstructed, the new facility that is. However, in the interim, we were promised that we will be able to use the Ministry of Works compound. What is happening though, while all of that is taking place, and talks and letters and whatever, it has been a year since Hatters has not been able to get together for a practice session or to do anything. That puts Hatters 1 year behind all other bands. And we cannot allow that to continue, so we are asking those in authority to make haste to let good sense prevail and let us get our band back on stream. We never stood in the way of the progress of this project. As a matter of fact, we supported it because right now, if you look across there in the yard, you'll see a water tank that is being used. Sometimes they have it on a truck and so. That is Hatters' water tank. They ask us if they can use it and we allow them to use it. That is not a problem. In addition to that, the rack that we use on the road, what we call it the road float, we allow them to use that too. They're using that as the pipe rack for storage. It still has the sign and so on it, right? So we are in support of the project, but while all of that is happening, our progress is being retarded, and that is highly unfortunate. So we sent letters to the office of the MP, and it is being handled, but probably at a very slow rate because nothing is happening. And we need to have some level of security here, or wherever we go, because this kind of thing is going to continue to destroy this band. We have to remember, while I respect all other bands, Hatters is the only surviving steel band from the entire South Central region that would have ever won a national panorama in the large van categories, which would have been in 1975, before they had categories. And so when everybody, big, small, and medium, entered Panorama, Hatters is the only surviving steel band that ever won a national Panorama from the South Central region. And it is one of the oldest bands in the South Central.
How long has Hatters been in this sport?
Hatters been here since 1977, right? However, we got a letter from the city corporation some years ago, many years ago, indicating that Hatters is free to construct a pan facility on the piece of land which they occupy, which is this piece, at 100 Lady Hills Avenue.
So the spot that they want to put you all across their ministry of works, that's going to be a temporary spot.
Yes.
What is the permanent solution to Hatters?
The permanent solution is to reconstruct a proper fan facility in this area.
Same area?
Yes, that is the plan. Right, but I know that it's going to take some time, and we cannot wait until that happens, because that might be next many other years.
What is Hatters membership?
Hatters membership right now is what we call stateside, will be about 30. But for Panorama, we entered medium band category using about 90 players.
Wayne, you know the mayor is a part of the fan facility, right? And he have recently been at the content opening of a new facilities, and they have a lot of things there. Have you all approached the mayor as regarding this to see what help he can get to you all?
He was invited to be here this morning.
And
Unfortunately, well, he is not for whatever reason.
have you all,
No, but he's aware of the situation. As a matter of fact, when we had the preliminary of the 2020 Panorama, we invited him in his capacity as mayor, and he came. Right? He came to our preliminary here. So he's aware of what is happening. But that is a local government. He's a local government. This whole thing here is Ministry of Works.
Skiffle Bunch is alleged to have been one of the oldest bands span round the neck from then and there on. Were you around their time?
Yeah. I was here when, not playing, I was a little boy when Hatters was span round neck. That's before all the steel bands went on racks. The order of the day then was pan round neck. At that time they were on Peak Street.
Yeah.
Right? And okay, anything else?
No,
okay.
that's it.
I want to thank the media for making themselves present today, and we look forward to a continued relationship with you. Thank you.
Watch out the light fixtures. All those things were ripped off.
There's the face.
Go ahead. What's happening here? What is here? Why are we here?
We are here to, this is the female washroom, or what was the female washroom. Right? It has been totally vandalized. If you take a look at the face basins, they would have been broken, so that people, whoever it was, could have probably known whatever they wanted from it. Right? In addition to that, you see a few things on the ground there. We had about 45 gallons of paint stored here. Paint that we would have used for pants and buildings and so on. Most of those were taken away. What we here would have been some that we would have used already. But most of the paint went. The door is broken and everything else. The door is broken and everything else vandalized. Well, I see one chair remaining here, but as we said earlier, we would have lost about 20 chairs. Right. This is the male washroom. The same thing that happened in the female washroom with face basins happening here. Right? Things are broken up toilets and so what? In addition to that, we also had a water pump here. And that is gone. That is gone. And in addition to that, here is where the electrical panel would have been. That too was stolen. So it's total loss. The entire facility is vandalized.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Say what's happening here.
In terms of what?
Are you?
Okay, outside here, you can see just how much our normal space for Panyard would have been where that guy standing there. That is what our normal space would have been for the band. But as a result of the widening of the road and the roundabout here now, all of that, we had to give up there. So, 3/4 of the Panyard has gone, and as a result of that, we were advised that it's unsafe and all of that, so we're not functioning here. Okay? So that is what is happening. If you look to your right, that is our road float there. And the sign is fallen, but you will see the pipes and things that are stored there. Those are that is ours. And they had asked us if it's okay that they can use that to store their equipment. The water tank on the right hand side, that is our water tank, because when they came and asked for it, we felt it would have been safer for them to use it rather than we leave it on the compound that we might have been stolen as well. So those are the kind of things that will happen. And that is what is happening. I'm sure you would have seen what has happened in the pan room, in the toilet areas, the vandalized thing, and of course you heard about it. If you look upstairs, we kept some equipment up there. That door was broken into. You see it just pulled in there, but it's broken. We had some of those windows to put on the other side. Those were stolen from within the pan room as well. So it's a lot of stuff that has been taken away from us, and as an unsponsored body, you know how difficult it is. But I wonder what our president, Mrs. Ramsey, Pan is spirit and Pan is resilient. So that despite all of this, matters will be back on track.
You will survive.
We will survive. Thank you.
Okay. So, and closer, give me your name and your portfolio again.
Oh, my name is Whitfield Weeks. I am the PRO of Atal Steel Orchestra, but also the acting PRO of Plantain Bay.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir. We had invited Junior. Remember I was telling you last night, we showed and things. I did and called him. But Junior
want to get involved?
Yeah, I want to get involved because he and the hot guy seems to be at loggerheads.
Okay.
Not on this.